Cake will be served after class tonight in honor of Sada Simran Singh's 40th birthday. Oh my God, it's 40-year-old? 40 years? Long life. 40 years is a tremendous long years. 10 years less than half a century? Phew. Troubles. I am 62, there is so much trouble, so much you see. I don't want to see a thing. Tonight we are trying to go through what they call it cross electromagnetic field. Cross electromagnetic field is a very ignored phenomena of the human life. And basically as a human, not only that we are not human, we have a process, progression of self-denial. I mean, so we don't admit it mostly, and it is below our ego and our sentiments and identity. Actually, what do you call it, corruption, or you call it wrong things, or we do each other wrong, it's not based on sin and whatever you see, it is not true. Actually, it is a self-denial. If somebody does wrong to me, or somebody does wrong to other people, he or she is not doing wrong because they want to do it. They are insensitive to the glory, the grace, the strength of the self. You understand what I'm saying? When you are not with yourself and you are gone proportionately only 5% out of whatever sensitivity you have, you are sensitive only 15%. The rest is all bogus. And out of the 15% sensitivity, if you lose 5% sensitivity to yourself, your progression of sense denial becomes aggressively more. And when that starts, you are harmful to yourself, you are harmful. And these people are so idiots. If you talk to them logically, reasonably, rationally, they pounce on you. They take out their claws and they scratch you. And that's how in society we destroy each other and we hurt each other. In Kundalini Yoga, this sensitivity is very well projected by saying, by this simple line, let me literally translate it to you. I don't know you because you don't know yourself. There's a one line. So the person says, I don't know you. Why? Because you don't know yourself. And truthful is that if a person is not aware of oneself, what that person can know you for? If person is not contained, content, continuous in oneself, all he is doing is playing games to convince you or converse about himself, he is a great person. He may get away with tens and thousands of opportunities, but facts are that person is not self. Self-denial is more progressive than self-acceptance. And that's the tragic part. It is not that it is only in the Western, it is in the Americans, it is in the Germans, it is in the Japanese, it is in the Indians. That's not true. The only situation is that in that part of world which we call Southeast Asia and Northern Asia, which includes China and all this civilization, they all worked out on one thing. What is the cause of unhappiness? Why we are unhappy? They came out with two words, ignorance and arrogance. And then they define ignorance when you do not accept you as you. Arrogance, when somebody tells you what are you, you don't accept that. As you really understand this, out of all this knowledge of 5,000 years of working together, it came out, the Sikh Dharma which you call it, and it does say everything is Guru Prasad, without the master you don't get anything. And sometimes people exploit it religiously, that master is another person. Without master you don't get anything. It means your consciousness has to have a mastery over you. That's really meaning of Guru Prasad is. That your consciousness must have mastery over you. Not your reason, not your logic, and not your needs, and not your projection, and not your life. It doesn't matter. When your consciousness says it's not worthwhile, then life may be at stake, let it go. And that's the elevation. When you touch that height, it's a catch-22. When you touch that height, God comes to you. Then you're slave to none. Otherwise you're slave of your passion, your arrogance, your ignorance, your debauchery, your divine not. Whatever you want to accuse yourself, call yourself any bad name, it's okay. That's what you are. There's no way for you as a life to deny yourself and then be yourself. Oh, what's the idea you say, I love you? You say it. It's a reassurance. It's a reassurance. Or to fact is a projection. Ask that person who says, I love you, why, how much, what it means, why you're saying it, what your intentions are. There are about 52 questions on that one word, I love you. Put those 52 questions and ask that person to write the answer, if he can give you 10 answers. But it's a blanket statement, I love you. I'm your friend. Friend is that which you shall not offend, it doesn't matter what. You put a cast on it. Over my dead body, I'll not offend this person. Call him a friend. Oh, so I was talking to somebody, he said, so and so is my master. I say, I'd like not to discuss anything further with you. Why? I say, you have a master. But I want your counsel, I want your advice. I say, no. It is your privilege to go to your master and get what he says. It's not my privilege at all. Why? I said, that's the law. It's very difficult in life to have a master. You are telling me you have a master, therefore under no circumstances you should come to me. But you are a master too. I say, well, window shopping is not required here. You go to your master, listen to that person. Say he's wrong. I say he may be dead wrong. He may be absolute wrong. Your job is to obey. Otherwise don't call him a master. Nobody's forcing you. Don't call it love. Don't call a friend. Don't make these blanket statements when you are mean enough not to mean them. Oh, sometime I say, what is sometime? When sometime you can't do it, other person will know you can't do it. Nobody's forcing anybody. So far, from the last so many centuries, you call of dark ages, you call bright ages, you call civilization now, you do not know the purpose of living. What is purpose of living? Existing? Yes, you exist, hanky-panky, all that stuff you do, convince each other, buy cheap, sell costly, make profit, run organization, do this thing. That you always can do. There's no doubt about it. Everybody does that. Purpose of life. What is purpose of your life? Have you tested that you are alive? I mean, you test a car, you go and buy a car, you go on a test ride, then you buy it. You buy a horse, you see his teeth, you have his ride, you check his habit. Have you ever tested yourself? Don't go to expert, pay somebody $5,000 to test you out. Test yourself out. Are you? Do you? Do you fully understand your body, your mind, your soul, your purpose, your projection, these 5 things? Do you know your body? Do you know your mind? Do you know your soul? Do you know purpose of your life, projection of your life? First sign is when one does not know the projection and purpose of life, he wants to be loved, he or she. Whenever you do not know yourself, your mind and your soul, you like to collect degrees like me, PhD in this and that, and MD in this and this, engineer in this, because you want something to impress another person so you can sell your services and charge as you please. As a human, you are not made handicapped. As a human, you do not know 3 things. You do not know as a human, you do not want as a human God, you do not want human as a love, you do not want as a human purity, because this all 3 is a human. Human is a God, human is a love, human is a purity. And this nonsense that there is a sin, there is a God, this whole thing is just commercial exploitation and good PR and good selling and good taking the wallet of the people out. There are things which cannot be this, they cannot be that. First thing you must understand, when you are in a self-denial, you will attack a person who is self-accepting. All these marriages, divorces and all that, they are on one basis. I am not happy. I'm not happy because I'm not grateful. I'm not grateful because neither I am great nor I am full. When they say, be grateful, there is a very serious condition in that. Be great first and then be full. When you are not great, you are not full, you start buying things. And the process you pay for buying things is emotions, feelings, sex, body, mind, soul. Then your everything is in sale. Doesn't matter how good a store is, but when you read outside sale, half of the value of that goes in your mind. This word sale, all you want to see somewhere word sale, you think it is cheap. They may take a price and jack it up. There's a one kid I know, he makes millions of dollars. He goes, have a shop, start a business, very elaborate, makes a party, does everything wonderful. 3 months later, look how consistent he is. 3 months later, he'll put a sale out of business. And every junk thing in his store, he jacks up 3 times price. People buy it. He closes down, pays everybody's bill, goes out of the town. The next town, 4 times in a year. Constantly, from last 20 years I know this kid. Every city he has a store, and every city he has gone out of business, and every city he has closed down. Big city like New York, it is by areas. How he makes it? Very simple, he says. Everything must sell. Everything must go. Getting out of business. People think, he says, they know this is a junk. They still buy it. I call them psychologically blind, he says. They go blind, hypnotically blind. The guy is out of business. He just want to sell it. Similarly, you do it. You don't sell goods, you sell yourself. Why? You have always self-denied yourself, and you do not know what is the value of yourself. When you do not know what is the value of self, why should you charge price? Try to understand you. This planet Earth is very big. America is very great. Your ego is wonderful. Your this and that is all fine. But don't be idiot. The chance with you is yourself only. If in this whole life you won't understand you, what are you trying to understand? Everything is a routine. Routine is boredom. The only acknowledging thing in life which is happy is you and your understanding about you. I like my nose. Do you like your nose? No, I don't used to lie. I had never liked my nose. It used to always clog up and give me a cold, right? Since I'm using that lemon and burn it up, now it's fine. It's trouble-free nose, that's all. Doesn't bother me anymore. So one day I decided, my dear nose, you are bothering me too much, that's not fair. Now, baby boy, I'm going to do you in. So I started pouring with dropper this direct lemon juice, and nose started understanding this man mean business. So, and in the beginning, when I was very sick, I see God face to face. When that lemon went in, there was no better God than what I saw. I can't describe it. I call it a lemon God, but it works. I don't want you to become like me also. I'm so sensitive now. Everything I know is no good either. So don't become too holy, don't become too human, just moderately little bit care for yourself. Not too much, not too less. You are here temporary. This planet is very temporary to you. The idea is to know yourself. Don't deny yourself. Can you believe when 80-year-old you will die, you will never know who you were, and you just die? People will talk about you. You have nothing to talk about yourself. My grandfather used to say, life is a lie if self is not experienced. I must say, I'm here over 23 years ago. I talk to you all, I love you, I be with you, I listen to you. You really want to know my own impression? Doesn't make sense. Why you talk like that? Why you think like that? Why you do things like that? I was talking to a corporate person today. He said, I have to make a decision. I said, I won't. Why? I said, talk to these people. Let them give opinion, give them the reviews, send it back, and hassle them. He said, what do you mean? I said, squeeze them. What will come out of it? I said, their wisdom, their best. Put a person under Brahma press and let his juice come out. Because every human has a different caliber. And human caliber is infinite. By self-denial, it becomes rusted, it becomes dull. Human poverty, dullness and unhappiness is based on his power of self-denial. Otherwise, perfect God made each human perfect. Pehle bani pralavat, pache bano srir. By the virtue of the sense car, you have got all what you needed perfectly. It's not that I have not gone through loss, I have not gone through betrayal, I have not been deceived, or I do not lie. I lie openly. I say to you I lie. You can't say that. I know too much. If I start saying what I know, God, I can create a hell. Most of the time I say, okay, I'll meditate tomorrow, I'll let you know. Actually, I want to avoid the person. I don't want to tell him what I see. It's too much. Nervous things of the person cannot take the truth. A truth which hurts is no use talking. Purpose of life is live and let live. Don't hurt anybody. Don't try to be super truthful. I was talking to somebody today and he said, would you like to come with me? I said, no, let him go. He just wants to scratch his car, let him do it. Well, yeah, he did scratch his car. There's very itch in a person, you know. There's no use being with the itch. Let people do it. Let nature take care of things. You just be calm, quiet, peaceful, tranquil. That you can do only if you know who you are. But you are, how many you are? You know, it's no different. In the medieval age, how many cows you have? How many camels you have got? How many sheep you have got? How many goats you have got? How much land you have got? In the modern, how much big house you have got? How many cars you have got? How many friends you have got? Who you know? These are the criteria which decide who you are. What's the use of this? Are you you within you and you know within you you are you? You live on appeal, sex appeal, knowledge appeal, professional appeal, status appeal. What a dumb a human being is who live on his projection and not by the elementary knowledge of oneself. Try to understand all that. One day, this will be life. And ratio proportion is, as you deny yourself by your own will, that way you will not be following God's will. You have been taught for 2,000 years wrong things. God's will. God, what is God's will? There's no God will. You deny yourself. It is your denial. And as you deny yourself, you are away from God. Your free will is anti-God will, because by your free will, you do nothing very beautiful, you deny yourself. 2,000 years human have been totally blinded by these educated people, these people of knowledge. You have been cheated. You don't want knowledge, you want to go where something pleases you. It satisfies your emotions, you feel it. You don't want knowledge. With knowledge you will have experience. With experience you will be different. You don't want to be different. I was just watching CNN. 1 out of every 4 person feel the good food has no good taste. Well, and half of the people who are carrying AIDS do not know they are carrying AIDS, till they infect almost 15, 20 people. "99% divorces in the United States are unnecessary. Conflict of a human is the last thing to happen. Now tell me something. 2 mature people become friends, they understand why there is a conflict. Self-denial makes you angry, angry makes you insensitive, insensitive makes you fight. Then you use 2 systems. Either you go depressed and hell the whole thing, rock the boat, at boat put on a rock, whatever you do, or you go self-projection, you absolutely tear up all boundaries. And first of all, you create a drama, and when that doesn't work, you create a trauma. How much an actor is real? If an actor is working Henry the Sixth or Henry the Eighth, what was that who has 6 wives? Huh? Henry the what? Eighth. How much an actor who acts as a Henry the Eighth is real Henry the Eighth? Tell me. Can't be. How can you be real when you are doing a drama? And how absolutely can you be real when you are doing a drama? You are doing it. Other person is just a victim of the circumstances. And from where this drama comes? When you do not know yourself, when your conscious logic, reason, projection, power, mind, soul cannot affect. You come down to mean tactics. These are all mean tactics. Lying. Why once you lie to anybody? You lie because you can't confront the situation. You need time. You need space. You lie. Big deal. Why people lose richness when everybody is supposed to be rich? Either you give too much or you don't give at all. Both way it works. When you always give too much, you create non-productive labor. Law of economics. When you give too less, you lose productive labor. Both are the signs of poverty. Sometimes I wonder which school and college or place of life you have studied that you do not know the fundamentals. I wonder how you live, how you pass your day, how you can sleep at night. You know, the net answer of all this is, your security is in your insecurity. Your action is in your self-denial. So, the circle is complete. You are alive. According to wise man's notion, you are a dumbbell. That's all. You are caught in a routine which has no meaning. And that's why, with everything you have got, it doesn't mean life. So we are trying to work in our sashra, our lotus of 1,000 petals, and we are working on the northern petals of the lotus. Let me talk in yogic language. Our third neurons, brain neurons, that bunch, rejuvenation tonight. And we'll do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's work now. You have been introduced enough to yourself. Just watch this. It's a very funny exercise. Blow your mind. Watch this. Right? Do it. 1, right? 2, 3. Now leave the sun finger only. 1, 2, 3. That's all. 1, 2, 3. Do at your own rate. Just leave the sun finger. Don't touch that by mistake. That's a life finger. That's the sunlight. That's your life. That's what you are. Just go by the Mercury first, then go by the Saturn, and then go by the Jupiter. With your ego, touch it. And just in this posture, and look straight, and at the tip of your nose, and just do it without. If you do this, done, wrong. Don't touch the ring finger, bas, or kuch nahi. Keep working. Now, this is the easiest class. It is very easy. You will freak out exactly in 3 minutes. Because now, you are working consciously. Moment you won't work consciously, you will touch the sun finger. 1 second you are unconscious, you will touch the sun finger. Moment you will neutralize what you are creating. You want to heal yourself, you want to become wise, you want to become divine, you become prosperous. Come and do this exercise. Oh, that's why we do Satanama meditation. This is nothing. Satanama meditation is very simple. Whosoever does that controls 5 tattvas. Whose tattva is under control, his universe is under control. A lot of things in religion is just to create environments where man can excel. Leave that sun ring finger or sun finger out, rest you are fine, keep doing. And faster you do, better will be the result. Don't you want to have quick fast food, quick sex? You gobble your food, quick eating. You take that hot dog and that Coca-Cola, that's it. They call American fast food, right? I never understood why they put mustard on this hot dog. Now I found out it is such a junk. Americans don't like the hot stuff. It's such a junk they can't eat it. They put that stuff on it, and with all the whole goblet, it numbs their tongue and it works right. At least get it to get under the throat. Look at the tip of your nose though, with the eyes. Optical nerve, put it under control so that you can really experience yourself tonight. It's not my idea to let you go without having some different. Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter. There are two stars which are stars of knowledge, Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is, do this, will give you $50. Saturn, if you don't do this, will spank you 50 times. Both are teachers. Both give knowledge, one with the stick, one with the presence. You have one more minute, then you will not be in a position comfortably do it because then you are going to have something else to disturb yourself. Oh, we are creating disturbance. All right, now each time you touch your finger, you raise your knees and down simultaneously. Like this. Yes. As you do it with the same rhythm. And now if you get sensual or sexual in this, not my fault. Sometime if you have a bad habit of wet dreams, you will have a wet dream now. I'm not taking precaution, I'm just explaining you as it is written in the scriptures. You are stimulating your lower back and your sexual center with this. There's nothing wrong. But as you touch the finger, you're not touching the sun finger, therefore it's abnormal, therefore it can create a sensitivity. But just keep on doing it. Don't you look funny? You do. Just consciously do it, consciously coordinate. Just enjoy yourself. Knees, 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 knees. As you touch, bring down. As you touch, bring up, bring down. Rhythm it. These exercises should have been taught in every school in the 3rd and 4th standard to the kids. Watch their IQ goes where. But you are coordinating your prana and apana, that's all you are doing. Don't misunderstand this. Even you freak out doing this is fine. Now, with the tip, no, just let us do the whole kriya. With the tip of the tongue, not full tongue, hanging, in the back. No, in the middle of the palate. Hang, brum, Oh, he will put the tape. Back, tip of the tongue. It look weird, but it's perfect. All 3 things must move. Fingers, knees and tip of the tongue. Put a tape up, they are going off. Rhythm is complete. It's nothing, it's a test of your conscious control. Hey, no, I don't want to hear from you. It will be back, tip of the tongue must touch the upper palate. It's not a music contest here. It is Stop that. This is how it will come out. It will have 10,000 more capacity of stimulation than speaking. I don't want this musical thing you are singing. That I can sing from the tape. It will exactly come out like this. You know where this upper palate falls? You won't touch that area. Back there. That just upper roof. Come on, you're changing very fast. Few more minutes, you will reach the end. The hand circle will be complete. And knees will come 4 times. Arey, it is a simple thing to energize your brain. It is nothing. It's a brain exercise. Hold on. What you will pay for the overall of your brain? $10? This can totally change your IQ. It can totally revitalize your brain cells. It will totally give you what no food, no diet, no exercise can give you. There are 3 fingers to touch. Circle will be complete. Your knees automatically, if you have a conscious control, will come 4 times up and your tongue will touch the upper palate 4 times. Hung, hung, rung, hung, 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 rung, hung. We are not asking you to create a music. We just want you to have an experience. That's what our intention is. Our intention is very noble. Participate it consciously so you can get benefit. I know, I have experienced it, I know what it does. I want you to know. Play. Hands like that, very sweet. Like good yogis, this is the posture. Come on. Inhale deep, hold the breath, synchronize the body, including the inside of the skull. Tighten it. It will save you from a lot of troubles. Let the breath go. You're going to hold longer, therefore just get ready. Inhale deep again. Hold that posture very nicely, just like good yogis. And now synchronize your head inside the skull. Bring everything to shunya, 0. And then from top to bottom, go slowly downwards till you feel it in your toes. And let it go. Once again and once only more. Inhale deep, yeah. Hold your breath and come from top. Synchronize your skull. It will shake up the whole thing. It's a very good adjustment. Go down all the way till you reach your toe. Relax. Thank you. There was no stiff exercise, right? But now you better talk, you become human again. If we would have extended 7 more minutes, that's it. We would have got to get the beds here. These are the very known exercise to the man for centuries. You call this dark age and beyond, the BC and go beyond, go to civilization. Actually, this exercise you will find in the Chinese record. Though it's a part of Kundalini Yoga, and they call it Surya, the sun. Sun is in the east, Japanese, and in their religion, Shinto, and if you read Shinto is undescribed, unwritten, it's totally by heart. Everything they know, they know. Can you believe every man who practices Shinto knows all what Shinto is? and no other person can know. You can belong to any religion, but you cannot belong to Shinto. Because everything you know, you know. Huh? Can you believe something? If you see two wise Shinto people, you will never see them talking. And they know. I've studied it, I understand it. They don't talk. A teacher won't teach you like this as I teach. No. He'll sit down and you will sit down. And then you start knowing. You think I'm talking crazy? Well, that's how you know. There's no communication. They don't talk. There's nothing. There's nothing in writing. A master sits down just like this, and the other person sits down in front, and just they look at each other, and that's it. And you will be surprised. You experiment it sometime if they allow you to do it. They will sit and they will finish at the same time, both of them. It means it is done. It's amazing. Amazing. Tao is yin and yang, plus and minus, action and reaction, reality and non-reality, day and night. That's okay. That you can explain and understand. Every self-denial is missing the self-acknowledgement. Do you know that? Why we deny ourselves? Because we don't want to acknowledge ourselves. It's called sense of irresponsibility towards self. Now, birthday cake may be served, whatever. Just relax, eat, and just talk to each other and happy birthday, whatever. That boy is very good.
Happy birthday, dear
He's a tall one, right?
sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on.
And now cake will come and Satnam and let his life be so sweet as his cake is, right? Looks like not chocolate but carob, but looks like chocolate, right? Oh, by the way, folks, at Guru Ram Das Ashram, langar is served every day between what time? Anybody knows? Between 12 and 1, langar is served. Is so good and 12:15 every day. It is so sweet and so good. If you ever want to have a tasty, good food, and it is just for you. What a wonderful state to live, California. Just temperature goes down or rain comes, they freeze, man. I was in the evening with somebody, say, oh my God, it's freezing cold. I couldn't understand. Oh, this is for my study. Oh, yesterday, that was fantastic. You collect pretty good. Oh, there is a report from the, find it out who has it, the psychologist, Dr. Norman Cohen, other, gave me a report, psychological report, maybe Satka or I don't know. Somebody has that. No. Dr. Norman Cohen. Yeah, there's a report. Either it's with Niranjan or somebody, or Satka has got it. I want to send a reply. Hey, you left those two girls, they are laughing. Hey. What a mercy. There's a law now that attorney cannot keep a secret.
New ruling.
What?
Happiness, happiness almighty. Grace, grace, nobility. Happiness, nobility, and infinity. All is ours. Prosperity, happiness, happiness, happiness almighty. Grace, grace, nobility. Happiness, nobility, and infinity. All is ours. Prosperity, happiness, happiness almighty. Grace, grace, nobility. Happiness, nobility, and infinity. All is ours, prosperity.
All is from to pay also $1,050, which he feels he has paid but he has not. That
Happiness, happiness almighty. Grace, grace, nobility. Happiness, nobility, and infinity. All is ours. Prosperity, happiness, happiness almighty.
Hey, is it available? May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure, if there is, pure light within you, guide your way home. Go, go, go. Saturday we'll meet. What time we are meeting? 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Oh, sales course, yeah. How to sell your consciousness, that will be the best topic. Yeah, selling is so important. You have to sell your wisdom. You have to sell your consciousness to yourself. People do not know what selling is. They think selling to somebody else. You cannot sell anything to anybody. You got to sell things first to yourself. Selling is the most sophisticated art in which man can be nothing but come out as prosperous. Who'll teach that Saturday morning? That's okay. Okay, good night. Satnam. Hey, you have to call your daughter. And now this is what you are. You are a win, you give her a shit. And if you play hardball, you give in. That has to stop. That impression has to be erased. Why?